Good morning everyone. It's Sunday the 19th of June and this is going to be my first session on the river in the new season, so I really look forward to this today. And today I am at Mockbridge. My first session is going to be at Mockbridge, and this is the swim where I fished, let me think now, I fished here I fished on this stretch twice. This is the swim I fished the first time when I had about 80 odd roach. I had about 10 to 12 pound of roach. I've done very well. So I thought I'd come back here today and give it another go. And it does look really good. Got lily pads here today. I'm sort of partly thinking it might have been better if I'd gone over the other side. It's a lot easier really to fish from that side. But this is a nice little swim here, so it's just getting the fish in. And when I first got here this morning, because I've spent half an hour or so setting up, I've got a couple of balls of ground bait out there. So when I first got here this morning, there was a lot of bubbles and a lot of activity out there. I don't know whether it was tench or bream, I don't know. There was a lot of bubbles out there. So I'm hopeful that we can catch something today on the first one. But it's just nice to be fishing again, nice to be out on the riverbank. And I took a risk really, because it was really wild weather last night. Storms, thunder, lightning, heavy rain, oh my god, strong winds, everything. You had the lot last night, but it seems to have cleared away now. They do give the odd shower today, thundery shower, but I'm hoping it's fresher as well. So it's going to be really interesting to see how the river fishes. But it does look really good, in really good nick. I had to fight my way along the bank today with all these stinging nettles. It's really grown up now. But obviously somebody's fished this swim, because it's all been nicely trodden down, perfect for me. So that's great. So anyway, I've got everything set up. Oh, another reason to celebrate today, it's my birthday as well, 65 today. So the old man, I feel like an old man, but there you go, that's you can't change how old you are, can you? But yeah, 65 today. And let's see if we can start the new season off with some fish. I'll be delighted for anything to do. As I say, I had about 80 odd roach here when I fished on this swim before. If you've seen the video, you would have seen it. So let's see how we get on. But this time, as I say, we've got these lily pads in front of us here, down there. So if I get anything half decent, it's going to be a little bit tricky getting her in. But we'll see anyway. Now I'm fishing, I didn't quite know what breaking strain to use. I've gone 6 pound line simply because, you know, there could be some tench down here, I don't know. So anything half decent, I don't want to lose it. So I've gone 6 pound line straight through. I'm on a size 18 hook, but I might change that throughout the day. Now ground bait wise, I am using Census 3000 Gross Gardon. There we are. Census 3000 Gross Gardon. I'm using that today, and it's got a nice strong smell to it. Mixed with hemp and the trusty old maggots. And I have bought some bread with me as well, just in case. Might use it, might not. See how it goes. So anyway, enough of me waffling on. I hope you're all going to enjoy your own angling back on the rivers again, and we'll see how we get on for this first session of the new river season. So I'll catch up with you in a second when I'm actually out there. See you in a minute. Yeah, by the way, I've got a keep net with me today. I did use a keep net when I fished here last time. You know, I think I need it today in this sort of swim. I'm expecting roach and stuff like that, so we'll see how we get on. I've thrown a couple of balls of ground bait out there, catapulted some hemp out there, and a few maggots. And I'm going to be fishing about halfway out down that line, about halfway out, right the way down as far as I can go down there. Some reeds down there to my right. I'll give you a better shot of the swim. Look, that's what we've got. Now the water is flowing from left to right, as it did, exactly as it was the last time I fished here, flowing from left to right. I'm going to be fishing about halfway out and just letting the float run down. There's a nice run down there, straight down. I've put a couple of balls of ground bait over there and some hemp and some maggots out there, and letting that run down on that line, and I shall fish down that centre line and we'll see how we get on. Let's get going. Let's see how we get on. I'm going to start off on a red maggot, a single red maggot. Oh, I'm excited. Really excited. See if we can make myself a bit comfortable in a minute. No idea how it's going to fish today with the complete change in the temperatures. In fact, it's much more bearable now. It's been very hot, hasn't it? Could take a little while to get the fish going, but hopefully we can catch a few. There you go, first bite there. Little sound of the church bells in the distance. I might have to fiddle about with the depth and that, but we'll see. I might have to put my glasses on in a minute as well, on my hat, because that sun's in my eyes a bit. Well, we're in. Not sure what it is. Ah. Well, we're starting off where we left off at West Town Farm Pond with a perch, a river perch. Look at that, look, beautiful. So we're off the mark. Oh, I'm pleased with that, so pleased with that. Just getting that first one on the bank. Lovely, lovely river perch. There we are. Well, at least I haven't blanked anyway. That's good. Try and make myself a bit comfortable. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to stick my hat on, I think. That was on a single red maggot. That's why I started my first session I wanted here, because I knew I'd done well here before in this actual swim, and I wanted to sort of bed myself into the new season, you know, with you know, some nice roach or, you know, silverfish, you know. I wasn't sure what it's going to be like up here this time of year. A lot of the swims thick with stingers and that, but I was lucky really. Somebody's fished here already and it's all trodden down nicely, you know. It's a lovely swim to fish, this one, it really is. One of the best swims up there, I think, especially on this side of the bank. Hopefully we can get a few different species today. Be nice. Certainly seem to be among the perch at the moment. All the perch I had at West Town Farm the other day, or couple of weeks ago, and now kicking off with one here on the river. Let's put a fresh maggots off, so been lucky with the weather so far. Got up here in the dry, and it's looking all right at the moment. So if I do catch anything half decent on here, I will have a problem getting her in through these lily pads. I'll just have to deal with it, you know, if it comes to it. There we go. Hey, roach. First roach of the session. I don't want to have to keep getting this caught up this time on my keep net, which is what does seem to happen sometimes. Only a small one. Actually, it's a small rudd. It's a tiny rudd, look. There we are. Might be better if I show him to you. God, he's hopping about all over the place. There we go. See, fish number 2. Ah, great stuff. Right, I'm enjoying this. Decent start. A bit of a breeze picking up here, but nicely sheltered in this spot. I've just gone under again then. Just 2 fish at the moment, a perch and a rudd. That's where it's something on there then. I've just lengthened the trace a little bit, so I'm just fishing. I was fishing just off the bottom earlier. I'm just fishing on the bottom now. It keeps going under in the same spot, so it's either catching on something or it's fish. I'm not too sure what yet. Really. I'm actually surprised there's nobody else up there, to be honest with you. Although I must admit, the rivers they just don't get fished a lot at all, really, do they? No, I thought that was a bite. Is it? Yes, it is. Yep, it is. Probably better to just try and lift them over these lily pads. It is a roach this time. There we are, first roach of the session. Great stuff. We're in again here. Not sure what it is. Feels a bit roachy. Oh, I think it might. Oh, let's get over these lily pads. Oh, best one so far. It's a chub. Blimey. Well, fourth fish of the session, and 4 different species. A chub. Look at that, look. So that's a rudd, a perch, a roach and a chub. Great stuff. Look at that. Brilliant. That's good. I know there's chub up here then. That's brilliant. Look at that, look. Lovely stuff. Right, I'm really enjoying this, I must say. I'm going to check what the time is. So 4 fish, 4 different species. Let's see what the time is. Right, it's only 20 past 9, brilliant. I'm well pleased with it so far. Of course, as you know on the rivers, you have to take advantage of it when you're getting the bites, because that's the problem I've got, you know, is getting the fish over these lily pads. I mean, it's alright if they're only small, really tiny fish, but you know, anything half decent I could have a real problem getting it in. But next time I come in I'll remember that, and I'll probably go over the other side, because as you can see it's a lot more, you know, look at the bank over the other side, look, you can get right down. Well, I can here, but you haven't got the lily pads in front of you, which is hindering me a bit. It's right, brilliant. Let's get some more of this ground bait out there. Not much, just a couple of balls. I'm pleased in the fact that I've had 4 different fish. Right, so a nice start. That's it. I must admit, I'm not a great fan of keep nets, but there are occasions, there are times when, you know, they are handy, very handy actually. Right, let's carry on. Sit down. There we go. I seem to be getting a lot of all the fish in the same area, more or less in front of me. As soon as my line picks up behind the float, I'm glad I put 6-pound line on it. I was going to go, my reels are made up of 3 and 6. I was originally going to be using 3, but when I saw these lily pads here, I thought, nah, you know, if you get anything, you know, get snagged up or get anything in there, you've got to have line that's pretty, you know, strong enough to deal with it. These are all coming on red maggots at the moment. Looks like a bite. Very subtle one, but I'd say there is something there. Is that? No. There we go, roach number 3. There we are, only a small one, but I'm not getting a bite every cast. I'm probably getting a bite every 2 casts at the moment. As I say, I'm really enjoying it. You never quite know what's going to come next. I do think the close season really has gone quick. It seemed like it went extra quick to me this year. I think maybe because I was out a lot up the rivers anyway, exploring and stuff, so I was never really away from the river, really. Most of the bites I'm getting are about where the float is now, which is out in front of me but slightly to the right, slightly to that side. I don't seem to be getting anything to my left. I say maybe that's, here we go again. A bit dubious to use the landing net because it's awkward trying to get the fish over them lily pads. Roach number 4, so it's the roach that are playing ball now. There we are, look. Right. Come here, mate. There we go. Well, fish number 8, a little rudd. There we are. What I'm going to do in a minute, in fact now I think, I'm going to move the camera around a bit because, I've just thrown that back in the water, I should have put it in the net. Because the sun is directly in front of me now, so, and it's going to be in the camera lens, so that's what I'll do. I'm going to change the camera angle. Fish number 9. Sorry I can't show you every one that I'm bringing in because I'm a little bit concerned about the camera battery lasting. So anyway, it's a roach. I think it's roach number 5, fish number 9. There we are. And this time I'm going to put it in the keep net because there's been a couple of fish I've had that I've just put straight back in, and I really want to see what I've caught at the end of it. Right, I think what I'm going to do, I'm on 9 fish now, so I'm going to see if I can get fish number 10, and then I will have a cuppa. Because they're coming on white and red maggots. I've just gone a fraction deeper, fishing just on the bottom, just. So I'm using size 8. I've got a size 18 barbless hook. Always use barbless. I won't use nothing else. I won't use barbed hooks, so I won't, but everyone to their own choice, but it's not for me. Size 18 barbless hook, £6 main line. I was going to use £3 line, but I'm glad I didn't. I know quite often you get more bites when you're using a thinner line than that, but I just thought with these lily pads here in front of me, and if there is a chance of a tench, and there is a chance, you never know. It'd be terrible to get, to lose it or snapped, because you ain't using strong enough line. I'll see if we can catch one more, and then I'm going to have a cup of tea. So I must admit I'm gagging for one now. It must be about 10 o'clock. I got up at 5 o'clock this morning. I was wanting to get up here as early as I could. I don't plan on staying here too long today. That could be a bite. Yeah, it is. Another roach on. There we go. Ah, brilliant. Oh, it's just come off as well, that was lucky. Right, let's put this just to my side a minute, because have a look at this one, and I'm going to have a cup of tea. There we go. I think it's roach number 6 anyway. I'm going to stop counting a bit now and just show you what I've caught at the end of it in the net, in the keep net. That is the 10th. I think it's the 10th fish I've had today so far. So that's there we go. Right. They don't like posing for the camera, these fish, do they? They do make you look silly sometimes, I tell you, when you're trying to hold it. No matter how sort of light-handed you hold these fish, and you think, oh, they're playing ball now, and then all of a sudden they'll flip and make you look a bloody idiot. Right, I'm going to switch off and I'm going to have a cup of tea, and I'll get back to you in a few minutes. I don't want to put a dampener on the session, but to my right hand side it looks possibly like a shower coming over. I don't know. So they do forecast a chance of a shower today for here. I mean, hopefully it won't, but looking at it, if I had to put money on it, I'd probably say, I think I'd say that it's probably going to. So let's get back out there again. So we're on 10 fish at the moment. A nice mixture of roach, rudd, perch and chub. So I've been lucky up there now. You know, it's kept away, but it is coming over. It's coming over quick and all. Just, I mean, I've got my wet weather coat with me if I need to put it on. But it's not that. It's when everything gets wet. I hate it. I'd much rather not go. You know, if it's raining. I can't stand that with all your tack, all your gear gets wet. Strange, it's all in the same area. It's all in the same spot. Oh, flipping lost that one. That'd teach me, won't it, the faffer belt? Yeah, that'd teach me. I should have got the net under that one. Never mind. I'm well pleased with this gross god on ground bait. I watch a lot of Nick's Avon Angling, brilliant video channel for river fishing, really is. And oh, some bubbles coming up over there now. There we go. feels roachy. Right, this time get the net under it. The trouble is with this net, it doesn't extend very far. There we go, got her. As I was saying, and he uses it quite a lot on the rivers with quite a bit of success. So I thought I'd try it, and I'm well pleased with it. There we go. Another roach. And they are becoming more increasingly the prime species at the moment, which I'm not surprised, because they're feeding a fair bit of hemp out there. Oh, that was look half decent out there. There's a lot of bubbles and movement from fish. Look at that out there now, straight out in front of me. Get out there. Certainly looks like bream to me. Just hope this rain keeps away for a while. It don't look like it's gonna. It's coming over as well this way. So it does suddenly come down. I'll switch off. Well, I'll have to put the camera away and get it out, because it probably will be a shower, if it's going to be anything. It's coming over dark though. There's a lot of movement out there, a lot of bubbles and fizzing around out there. Well, what I've done, I've put double red maggot on now, simply because there's a lot of bubbles out there fizzing around. There's definitely fish feeding out there. It looks like bream to me. So I'll put a couple of red maggots on there and we'll just see if that... There we go, got some reaction there. Definitely a bite. There's definitely plenty of fish out there. You can see that. There we go. Oh, that was a different bite. That was a different bite. That was a more of a, well, real snatch at it. But it was different to what I've been getting. That one was too quick for me. I think this rain is going to spoil it in a minute. I can see it. I'm enjoying this so much at the moment. It's brilliant, it really is. There we go. There we go. Leave this one a bit. And so I've got 2 red maggots on there. It's definitely bream feeding out there. It's either bream or tench. I don't know. I suppose. There we are. This feels roachy or ruddy, and it's a rudd. Oh, lovely. I do like the rudd. It's a lovely looking fish. There we go, look. There we are. Great. I tell you, the camera won't pick it up because it's to my left or just slightly in front of me to my left, and I can't. But there's a hell of a lot of activity going on out there. So this gross guard on ground bait, I really do recommend it. It's really good. You know, because I've messed about with different ground baits when I've gone river fishing, and I can't honestly say that any of them have been brilliant. But this one is, as I was saying earlier, I watch a lot of Nick on Avon Angling, and he uses it a lot on the rivers with a lot of success, catching all different species, and on the canal as well. And I thought, right Alan, get some, you know, and this is the first time I've used it, and I'm very impressed with it. I really am. It's good ground bait. So a good mixture of species here today. See, really and truly, if I know there's bream out there, and I'm pretty certain they're bream now, well, as I say, bream or tench, maybe setting a feeder up, but I'm not going to. I'm going to stick as I am. I'm enjoying this. You never know, I might pick one up on the float, but I don't know. But I'm more than happy to catch what I'm catching. Well, quickly that sun's disappeared. Is that a bite? Yeah, it is. Oh, another roach by the looks of it. Come off. So I'm just feeding down the centre, as I did when I fished here before. That wind's dropped right down now. Not that there was much of a wind anyway, just a breeze. So, but with it, the clouds come over. So I should stay here till about 2 today. I can't stay here too late. Not on my birthday. I've got to get back and open up any cards I've got, if I've got any, because I didn't do any of that this morning. I just, you know, as soon as I got up this morning, I just wanted to get up here and get fishing really, because I didn't want to get back too late today. Of course it's a small one. Most welcome though. I never complain about how small they are, because As I said before, I've had sessions where I haven't had nothing, or can't even buy a bite. And a little rudd. There we are. There we are, baby rudd. Right, let's ping a few more maggots out there. Hey. Oh. Another roach. It really is the roach now. There we are. As I said to you earlier, I'm not surprised because the feed I'm putting in is tailor-made for them. They love hemp. They're taking red maggot, white maggot. But these are coming now on double. Sometimes it's a double red, double white. Oh, there's fish out there now. Would like to pick up a bream or something though if I could. It'd be brilliant. Really are fizzing about out there now, feeding really well. I'm just wondering, I bought some bread with me, I'm just wondering whether bread might pick up something out, you know, a bit bigger. Oh, this is great. I know I keep saying it, but it is. Right, another roach. There we go. Oh, don't want to lose you, mate. There we go, another roach. So I'm tempted to use a bit of bread in a minute. Cool. I don't know if the camera picked the sound of that up. That was right by the lily pads to my right. And that is why I've decided to put £6 line on and not 3. I haven't let my float drift down there simply because it comes to a stop more or less at a certain point. I tell you, it is fizzing with fish here today, it really is. If that rain just stays away. Cool, that was a nice fish. Don't know what it was. I'm certainly pleased with this spot anyway where I'm fishing. So I enjoyed it when I come here before. So I sort of earmarked this spot for later on. So I wasn't sure what it was like weed wise and whether I could get down here or not to fish it. But it's absolutely brilliant, and you're sheltered as well. I might just try down there in a minute. Just using a simple waggler float. AA shot either side of it, and then I think it's a number 6, about 6 to 8 inches away from the hook. I'm actually fishing straight through today. might do in a minute, I might go a bit deeper and just mess around a bit and just see if we can pick up something else, something a bit bigger. Another one comes to the net. And what we got here? Oh, it's a lovely roach. It's a lovely roach. I don't really want to do that. Otherwise I'm going to get hooked up on those lily pads. Look at this for a roach. It's a lovely roach. Look. Right. This is brilliant. This is absolutely, I'm really enjoying it. Really enjoying it. Oh. Just stay away, rain. Stay away, please. Let's get some more gross gargle out there. Because these fish are loving this, I tell you. Absolutely loving it. Laced with hemp. Funny, isn't it? Other days you can keep putting ground bait and all this stuff, other loose feed out there, and it kills the swim, or you don't get hardly any reaction. And you get days like this. That was a nice roach, that was. It definitely could be worth trying a bit of bread, maybe a bit of punch bread or something. And so I'm catching on double maggot, red and white. I'm getting fish to the left of me now, which I wasn't earlier. Bubbles fizzing up round my float. Was a bite, roachy looking bite. Right. What I might do is change the camera angle again over to my right in a minute. I seem to be getting the bites over to my left now. Let's see, get a better angle, because I'm getting my bites now to my left, whereas before I wasn't. So we're on a sort of a bend that comes round there. I know I keep saying it, but the amount of fizzing and bubbles in front of me is unbelievable. All on that ground bait. Go again. Yeah. Nothing big, but most welcome. There we go. Swing her over. Swing her over. That's it. I wouldn't recommend swinging it over if it was anything decent. That I wouldn't. Another roach, and it really is. It's nearly all roach now. Oh, welcome back to river fishing, Alan. I mean, I definitely enjoyed it at West Elm Farm Pond the other week, but for me, this is what it's all about. This is why I've got no problem at all with cycling up there, you know, because I enjoy it so much. You know, I've got no problem at all with that. It's worth it to me, you know, to come up here and fish the river. Lovely, and it's so peaceful. All you can hear is the birds singing. Absolutely beautiful. I think that might be something there now. Yeah. No, not this time. Not this time, Alan. We are Mr. Rudd. Oh, I'll tell you what, shall I try a little bit of bread? I keep saying I'm thinking about it. Let's just try it. Because I've got some bread with me here. Trouble is, I don't really want to mess about changing my hook size. So maybe I've got my bread punches with me, so yeah. No harm in trying it. No harm at all. Let's have a go. Let's have a go. You never know, might pick up a bigger stamp of fish. Let's try that. Yeah, a bit of bread punch. Say, look at that over there, that bush over there. You'd think there'd be some chub down there, wouldn't you? So I will come up here one day and have a go for some chub. They're obviously up here. I know they are anyway. The fizzing and bubbles. I don't know if the camera's picking it up. It probably isn't, you know. But there's a right from the word go since I've been here this morning. There's obviously bream down there or something. Yeah, another cast with this and I'll go back to the maggots. What is worth a go, you know, and it probably is if you're going to persevere with it. Well, time wise it's 5 to 11 and it's still the roach. Small ones, but I'm not going to moan about it. Look, there we are. Oh, I really am enjoying this. Flipping, I've seen so much activity on the river as I've seen this morning with all these bubbles. I mean, it is tempting. I've got another rod with me, but I can't be bothered to set it all up now. I'm quite happy to catch these fish without any doubt. And if by chance I happen to pick one up, a bream or something, then great. Just bubbles and bubbles, all fish feeding, all on the line of my where I'm putting the ground bait in. Can't believe how many fish there are. I can see just feeding and feeding out there. And another roach. Yeah. Oh. Ah. It's virtually a bite of cast out there again now. As I say, they're taking red and white maggots. But at the beginning of the session I had a mixture of different species, and now it really is roach after roach. Just using me 10-foot Omni match rod, as I said earlier, with 6-pound line straight through, size 18 hook on a simple waggler. I love these sessions where there's, you know, plenty of action, plenty of activity going on. I wasn't sure what it was going to be like after the weather we had last night. You know, it could have gone one or two ways. It either could have gone really rubbish, or it could have been really good, and I have to say it's pretty good. Not this time. Well, the bites haven't seized up at all. Still coming. I think time-wise it must be getting on for 11:30, I would have thought. And, once I finish today, we'll have a look. We'll have a look and see what I've caught. I just reckon this, I'd imagine there's some flipping decent, really decent fish in here. If you just happen to get one, you know. As though it looks tailor-made for tench, doesn't it, with these lily pads. Tench here, chub over in the corner. There we go. No, not this time. Missing a few again now. Funny how it goes like that. So tench where the lily pads are, chub over in that corner. I certainly will come up with a feeder or a link ledger and have a go. Yeah. So I'm catching the stamp of fish that I was catching the last time I fished here. You know, these small roach. There we are. I'm really enjoying this session. First one of the river season. Not sure where I'm going on the next one. I've so many places I want to try. God, look at the bubbles out there. I know I'm probably missing a trick here, but I wish the camera could pick up the bubbles and the feeding that's going on out there. It's just unbelievable. It's a nice comfortable swim this, you can sit down, it's lovely. I've just had to put my second battery in now, my last battery, so I've got to be a bit careful. I don't know how many fish I've had, I don't know, about 25 I suppose, something like that. That's about, there we go. Oh, what is this? Oh, it's a chub. It's another chublet. Great stuff. Of course, that took off. Great stuff. Second chublet of the session. And it's just starting to rain now. I thought I'd be lucky to get away with it. Right, okay. It's about 10 to 12 now. So I'm going to stick my camera in its case and I'll get it back out again if it leaves off and get my wet weather gear on. Hopefully it won't be much, but I don't know. So I'll see you in a minute. Right, just fill you in on what's been going on. We had a shower lasted for about 25 minutes. So I'll switch the camera off, put it away. It's stopped now. So we're able to, but in that time I was fishing, and in that time I probably had about another 3 fish, a couple of roach and a small perch. So it's about 12:15 now. So I'm probably going to fish for about another hour and a half. Because I don't want to be too late to do it out there. Still fish out there. The old sun's back out now, so let's see this last hour and a half if we can pick some more up. And at the end of the session I'll show you, see what we've caught. Really enjoyed it though, really have enjoyed it. All the fish coming on, red and white maggots. A bite there, but I missed that one. As I said to you earlier, I don't think I've fished on the river and seen so much fish activity as I have done today. It's just been absolutely teeming with fish. Fish jumping out, splashing and topping and fizzing around. Oh, sounds like canoeists. Oh, the first time I've seen them come up here. I've seen them up here. Well, I've never seen them up here before. Right, okay.
It's funny, I learned to swim and I taught a mate to swim when he was It must have been 35.
Oh wow.
And I couldn't really swim, so we both went swimming lessons together when we were 35.
Yeah.
It was quite amusing.
Hello mate, right? It's all right.
Right, saw the loaf of bread and I thought someone's feeding
Sorry.
ducks.
I'm saying that a lot today.
Is there any other fishermen down here, is there?
I think you're the first.
No.
Am I really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've been quite a long way the other way, and
Oh right.
it's amazing. There's nobody.
Yeah, that's what I thought. You know, there's nobody up here. You know, unbelievable.
And you've got some idiots shouting in a canoe. Sorry.
Anyway, enjoy it, mate.
Yeah, thank you very much. I might take up your perfect lesson later when because I've got my fishing rod out, I think.
Have you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't beat it, mate. Especially on the river.
Wow. It's
beautiful.
I bought myself a day fly fishing tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I like that.
Do you?
As much
Yeah.
as course, I like fly as well.
Yeah. I've never done that yet, mate. But
If you do, try it at Chalk Springs, because then you can come home with a fish.
yeah, you can bring them home. Yeah.
And the missus doesn't mind because you've got dinner.
See you, mate.
See you later.
Yeah. I wonder what that's done for the swim, although it's gone a little bit quieter since we had that shower.
You are much better at this than me.
I don't normally see, well, I've only fished up here a couple of times, but I've never seen any sign of canoeists up here. Obviously they do get up here. So I wonder what that's done for the swim.
This is my plan, is to get the kids out in me, and the me in the
Oh,
boat with a
well, we're back in again. Only small, but certainly hasn't put the fish off. I thought for a minute I could hear a couple of blokes talking further down the bank. I thought there was a couple of anglers turning up. It is amazing though that there's no one fishing up here, and the river season's just started. You think there would have been somebody else fishing up here. Not that I'm complaining, brilliant, I love it when you've got it to yourself. Not that it's, I mean up here there's so many places you can fish up here, so many different spots you can fish. Even if there was somebody fishing here, there's always somewhere else that you can fish. What's that? No, not this time. It was a bite. So they're still down there, still out there. I just used all my ground, well, I knocked up about half a bag of ground bait. I've got another half left. I don't know if it's worth knocking any more up now because I'm only going to be here for about another hour. So it's the shortest session by my standards today. Yep. Mr. Roach. There we are. I think there's another shower coming over in the distance. So it is still really warm though when that sun does come out. I mean, this is a perfect example today of if I didn't have to go to work the next day, I would, and if it wasn't my birth, well, if it wasn't for the fact I didn't have to go to work tomorrow, I would have stayed here. I would have stayed here till probably tea time, you know, and see what we can pick up. Really am enjoying this. Brilliant stuff on the river. I didn't really want to have a tough session on the river the first time I've fished it again, you know, and it hasn't been. It's been really good. Oh, another nice roach. I thought it might have been a chublet again, but it wasn't. There we are. we are, not a bad one. They're switching back on, now they're switching back on again. I'm not sure when I'll be going again, probably be in a couple of weeks, 2 or 3 weeks time. I'll try and make up my mind where I'm going to be going, don't know. Certainly will come up here again. Must have a feeder session up here as well. Yeah, we have got another shower coming over by the looks of it. What I might do, I said it's going to be a shorter session today, and I am pleased with what I've caught, so I might not linger around too much longer. It is a shame. I normally stay, as you know, I normally stay till 2:30, 3 o'clock. I think we'll have a few more casts and then we'll have a look and see what we've caught. I know it's only about 12:30ish, but there's another shower coming over. No doubt I could catch double what I've caught if I stayed here this afternoon, I would have thought. It hasn't stopped really, hasn't stopped. The fish haven't stopped playing ball. I just don't think the rivers get fished enough, you know. Here we go. No, not this time. I don't think they get fished enough. I really don't. I honestly believe that a lot of anglers are missing a trick. You know, when they don't fish, have a go on the river, just don't give it a go. If you don't like it or you don't think it's that great, then you can always go back to fishing how you was fishing, you know. I certainly do recommend giving it a try, you know. So it's lovely and peaceful, and you never know what you're going to catch. You never know what size of fish you're going to catch. It could be anything, you know, anything could turn up. Yeah, right. So of course the old Chest Stream ain't far from here, and that's on my agenda. Not just yet, but I will be fishing it, give it a go. So I did have a good exploration on this stretch over Easter time, as I told you earlier in an earlier video. And I walked right to the end, went over the bridge, and then came back down on the other side. There's a lot more swims that you can fish on that side of the bank than on this side of the bank for access. But this is a lovely swim, this is. I think what I might do, I might just say, well, see if I can catch one more, and then oh, I thought that was going to be it, and then we'll have a look at what we've caught. Get home, might have a bit of birthday cake. Come on, one more fish, that's all I asked for, and then I'll call it a day, I think. Early finish today to what's been a very enjoyable session. First one on for the new season on the river. Catching a mixture of roach, rudd, perch and chub. See if we can catch one more fish, don't matter what size it is. I bet this last fish will keep me waiting now. No, I keep getting a bite in the same spot. It is a bite. Just one more, that's all I ask, one more fish. Let's try a couple of red maggots, shall we? It's been the red maggots that's picked up the different species. White maggots have been mostly roach, well nearly all roach actually, where the red ones have picked up the chub, the perch and the rudd. Oh, the old bubbles are back again. Going to make me wait, ain't you, for this last one? I'm not going until I do catch one more. Yes. There we go. The last one of the session. There we are. Now, is that a dace? Or is it a roach? I'm not sure. Not sure about that one. Might be a dace, I'm not sure. Anyway, the last one of the session. Great stuff. Right, so I'm gonna have a clear up and then I'll I'll get back to you and I'll show you exactly what I've caught. So we'll see that in a minute. Time wise, it is 20 to 1, which is a very short session by my standards. So I think it's coming over for another shower. So let's have a look at exactly what we've caught. Oh. A very enjoyable session. Really enjoyed that. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but there we go. Look at that, look. Good session, really is. Nice roach. There's chub, couple of chub. Oh, couple of chub, look. There's the other one, Yeah, not a bad session at all. You know, for the first one of the season, most enjoyable. I do like to count them because I log it all down. You see, when I get home, I log it all down exactly what I've caught. Really nice session at Mockbridge. Let's get them back. One chub, two, one rud, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's a nice one. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Any more? That might be it. No, there's one more in here. 31. Any more? Because you never know, there might be one more hidden away. No, that's it. Well, a very enjoyable session. I did enjoy that. So I ended up with about 31 I think it was, fish altogether. Majority of them roach with a couple of chub. I think there's about 5 rudd there and about 3 perch. All coming on maggots, red and white maggots, on the waggler. A very enjoyable session. So thank you very much for watching here at Mockbridge. And I'll see you again. Well, enjoy your own angling, definitely do that. I want to get home now and probably have a slice of birthday cake or something like that. We'll see anyway. I don't know when I'm out again, probably another couple of weeks, 2 or 3 weeks time. So I really look forward to that. I'm not sure where yet. Might be up here again. We'll have to wait and see. There's so many spots to fish to have a go at. Well, thanks very much for watching. Enjoy your own angling and I'll see you again on the next one. Bye for now.